Thanks for coming back for another episode of Teslamonial. Today, I'll be showing off some full coverage floor mats that I just got for the 2026 Model Y Juniper. I got the full coverage set because I'm kind of sick of the all-weather floor mats that just cover the foot area. I wanted something that fully encapsulates the entire area so that if I ever had to sell this vehicle, I could make it look brand new in a jiffy. I got these from a Chinese company off Amazon that I dare not try to pronounce the name, but I'll put it at the bottom of the screen right here. They weren't the cheapest ones, but I already popped in the front set and I'm about to pop in the cargo area. I'm pleasantly surprised so far. Let's take a look. I don't think you guys are going to need a tutorial on how to put these in. You just pop everything in, you'll figure it out. But let's take a look at what these things look like straight out of the bag. Okay. Lots of sticky stuff all over the back, so I guess these things actually have some sort of built-in adhesive or Velcro straps. It did not come with instructions. Okay, so I was able to get one side in, and it's actually pretty cool. I didn't realize like how fully enclosed the cargo area was. These little things that I thought were adhesive strips are adhesive strips, but they've got Velcro on the back. But the cool thing is that what they were stuck to were pieces of Velcro anyway that seemed to already stick to the inner lining of the Tesla anyway. So what's cool is that these kind of Velcro in place, and then over on the side here, you have to tuck everything behind the rubber trim piece, and it seems to kind of like help keep everything secure. It's not like 100% sealed into place, but it's pretty good, and I think that if you do enough stretching and pulling with the fabric, you can get it to sit pretty well. So let's pop in this side. Like I said before, you can rip off all these little Velcro tabs, so let's do that first. Then you can start to work this into place. Just pay attention to the shape. I'm pretty sure you'll figure it out. I've come to find that these things are like cut pretty well to fit like exactly, like they don't miss like even a half an inch. So you can feel free to kind of stretch some of this stuff to get it into place. Like I said, the rubber trim piece, you can kind of yank this, make sure that it's pulled as pretty much as tight as possible. Pull up the rubber trim piece and it helps keep everything in place. Might as well put in the seat back protectors. These are supposed to get hooked through the headrests, so I'll do that in a minute. I'm going to put this on first though. Let's see what's going on once we do this. I bet to fully remove them, I have to stick something in this little thing. That would make sense, right? I've never removed the headrests on a Tesla before. Usually on like other cars, you just push the button in and it goes up, but there's something stopping it. But there's a tiny hole right here that I feel like a flathead screwdriver has something to do with. So let's see what happens when I do that. I think that's it. Oh, hold on. I bet the seat has to be folded to do it. Wait, wrong seat. There we go. So I spent some extra time with some Velcro, and I got some of the pieces to sit a little bit better. It comes with this double-sided Velcro stuff, and you can actually get a lot of this to fit real tight if you spend the time. But then since I'm shooting this video, I didn't do it 100%. I don't know why this looks blue. It's not blue. It's white. And just in case you were wondering, the sub-trunk area still does open up. Got to clean that out. Jeez. Let's fold the seats down, see what we're talking about. All right, so far so good. The little thing kind of popped up a little bit. I still don't know what to do with this. I feel like I need to maybe spend some time with some Velcro on this to get this so that it fully sits down where it's tucked in every time. So maybe I'll do that, and maybe you should too. And then let's test the seats going back up. Okay. Ideal. Yeah, it's nice actually. It's really padded. It's like the padded walls that you'd see at like an insane asylum in the movies in the 1950s. Fully captures the entire cubby. I got a little air compressor in there. So far, so good. Here's a look at the back seat. So you can see that it's fully covered all the way through here. And in the back, it has this kind of scruffy material. It's not fabric. I thought it was fabric when I saw the ad. Even though it's not fabric, I think it's still okay. and this piece pops out. All these little brass things are little buttons, and you can pop this whole piece out to shake out any debris. It actually covers the entire area, but then still leaves room for the air conditioned vents. Covers all that, covers the entire back panel as well. So really, really nice. I'm a big fan. And then the way this kind of secures is it all tucks into the door trim piece and even goes a little ways up here, which I could probably make prettier if I wanted to. Now let's take a look at the passenger side. Once again, it's got the fully enclosed area with a little pocket right there. This part doesn't stick into place, but with some of that double-sided Velcro stuff, I'll probably be able to make it a lot better. It is a lot of coverage all the way up here, all the way up here. Again, this all tucks into the trim piece along the side. These things are fitted like 100% perfect. And then it's more of that same scruffy material, like recycled plastic or something. And then these unsnap from here if you need them to get rid of any excess debris. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the driver's side. Yes, full coverage all around. I mean, does it look like cheap fake leather-ish? Yeah, sure it does, but it fully encloses the entire driver footwell area, and it's got that little plasticky stuff that I was telling you about, and a little kick plate right here, a little foot plate, I guess you'd say, of like hard rubber. It's got a little pocket right there. And guys, quick tip for you Tesla drivers. I know the climate is crazy. If you don't want to fatally injure somebody, but you're afraid of a little bit of harassment, this thing shoots pepper gel at a stream of about 15 feet. 25 something bucks, I want to say, on Amazon. Completely legal, less lethal, or non-lethal I should say. Anyways, I don't have a discount code for that, but I'm pretty impressed with the overall outcome of these. And I did end up using that double-sided Velcro to stick the edges here, and it seems like it's at least staying relatively firm for now. So I'm going to do that to the rest of this. Any parts that I feel like are less than perfect, I'm definitely going to use these little sticky pads to get that job done the right way. But so far, I'm pretty pumped. So what else can I say other than I'm surprised at how well these turned out, being that I kind of just took a risk and bought these off Amazon without ever doing any research. There was almost no reviews. One of the hiccups I did run into, though, is I thought that when I made the initial purchase, I was buying the front, the back seat, and the cargo mat all in the one order for something like $160. And when it first showed up, it was just the front and the back with no cargo area, and I was bummed. So I reached out to the company to tell them, hey man, I thought I bought this entire kit. And they were cool enough to send me the rear cargo area just for leaving them a review on Amazon. They have no idea I've got a YouTube channel. So that was pretty cool that they just did that and they sent it to my house. The install was pretty easy. I would say they're better than I thought they were going to be. You have to buy the front kit, back seat kit, and then separately buy the full coverage cargo kit for the rear. I think that for the price, it might have been more than 200 bucks, maybe like 240, I forget. Anyways, I'll put the comments and the links in the videos scrolling on the side. For the price, I think it's worth it. I think I'm going to keep it. I actually don't think I'm going to do any reviews on other mats because I don't want to uninstall these. So I want to go ahead and say that even though this company did not sponsor this video, that I fully support this brand. And if you're interested in some full coverage floor mats, these are probably a solid one to check out. So if you made it this far in the video, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you've got any questions for me, I'll try to answer them if you leave them in the comments. If you like this channel, please make sure to follow because I've only got 14 followers right now. So make sure to sub because I want to quit my job one of these days. I kind of hate my job and I kind of hate my life sometimes because of it. So let's find a way to get me some subscribers and some supplementary income. And like always, I appreciate you and I hope to see you next time on Teslamonial.